how do you factor in the aging process
Well,
to all of this? Because it does become a thing. Like the body starts to shift and change. We're not as spry and we don't recover the way that we used to.
you go with the flow. You know what? Here's the thing. I remember the first time I was aware that I could not walk miles and miles and miles and miles. I'm a walker, and I've always exercised all my life. I mean, it was dance, it was gymnastics, it was yoga, ballet, whatever. And in my late 60s, I'm 70. In my late 60s, I started having problems with my knees, and, they were very painful, and I could walk despite the pain because, I'm that girl, you suck it up. And then, I remember my therapist saying to me, how are you feeling about, being like a little limited? And I said, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I said, I don't like it. And it began a period of mourning for the body that was now beginning to change. And, physically, people say I look 10 years younger than my age. But physically, my knees, my joints are like, help, help me, help me.
And stop trying to do what you used to do.
Oh my God. Well, that's easier said than done. So, so what she said to me was pivotal. Again, a young woman, a young white woman who I liked very much. She said to me, Bruni, you don't have to walk for 8 miles there and then 8 miles back. She said, you can get on the bus and then walk back.
Right.
Or you can walk 4 miles and sit. Right. And it was inconceivable to me.
Wow.
Inconceivable that I should not walk there, walk back, come home, paint my kitchen, cook a gourmet meal, and then, maybe meet somebody, to go to a movie or something afterwards. That is how I have played out my life. So to begin making the adjustments, not because I'm getting older, because the spirit is always the same.
Right.
The energy is always the same.